Local breaking news on our fast track to 7 this Monday morning. A frightening wake-up call. People in a South Fargo apartment building awoke to the blast of fire alarms earlier this morning. That call came in just before 3 o'clock from an apartment at 1601 East Gateway Circle.
Fire crews appear to be focusing on the first floor apartment during their investigation. There's no word yet on the cause or of any injuries. Also breaking this story out of southern China, where a Boeing 737 has crashed. The China Eastern Airlines jetliner was en route from a southern-western city of Kunming when it went down.
Rescue teams are scrambling to the crash site where they say fire is visible. There's no word yet on casualties or the cause of that crash. Footage posted online and shared by state media shows plumes of smoke billowing from that forested area. Shelling has now devastated a shopping center in Kyiv, Ukraine. It's also breaking this morning, leaving a flattened ruin still smoldering in the midst of high-rise towers. The shelling left at least 6 dead, according to Associated Press journalists at the scene. The force of the explosion shattered every window in that high-rise next door and even twisted its metal frame.
The city's mayor says several homes were also damaged. Russian troops have been shelling Kyiv for the 4th week now, and they're trying to surround the capital, which had nearly 3 million people before the war. The North Dakota Highway Patrol is looking for people who were in the area of a car-motorcycle crash Friday night in South Fargo. Troopers say their investigation is revealing that many vehicles were in the 4400 block of 45th Street South around 10 that night. They're asking witnesses to contact the Fargo office of the State Patrol. Charges are under investigation for the drivers of both the car and the motorcycle.
21-year-old Elijah Fields of Fargo was seriously hurt when he was rear-ended and then dragged under a car for about a block. Other drivers stopped to help by lifting that car off of him just before that car started on fire. 18-year-old Mason Bunnis of Moorhead was driving that car. Neither he nor his 2 passengers were hurt in that crash. Shot while trying to stop people from stealing catalytic converters. Police are looking for a group of people who opened fire on a man who confronted them. It happened early yesterday morning in St. Paul.
The victim was hit in the chest and arm, but is expected to survive. The last we heard, there has been no arrest in the shooting.
Police are warning about a new TikTok challenge out there. It's called the Orbeez Challenge. It has teens using a gel ball gun or an airsoft gun to shoot circular water gel beads at people. While Orbeez are soft to the touch, they can lead to injury and even break skin if they're shot from a gun.
Police say some teens are freezing those water gel beads to increase the impact. 4 teens were arrested in Florida last week for allegedly hitting people, including children, in the face.
It is now 6:54 on this Monday morning. We want to get a check of your forecast on this first Monday of calendar spring. Good morning, Summer.
Good morning. And it's feeling a little spring-like. We've got very mild temperatures and some rain showers on radar. A few moving into the James River Valley and a few more up in the far northern valley. This is going to be your best chance to maybe use the windshield wiper a time or two from northwest Roseau out into Hallock and then up into Emerson. Those are lifting to the north in Canada. Check out these temperatures, 30s and 40s. We're at 44 right now in Fargo, 45 in Fergus Falls, 38 up in Baudette, 37 Devil's Lake, 34 in Jamestown. Your hourly planner for today in Fargo, another day with temperatures in those upper 40s to low 50s. Not quite as warm as yesterday where we hit 55, but still a very mild day regardless before some changes will start to take place. A snapshot first of your afternoon forecast calls for a majority of the area to warm into the 40s and 50s. A few areas in the 30s in the Devil's Lake Basin. And notice these icons, some areas of rain and perhaps some snow. Let's first take a look at some of those river flood warnings. You may have seen these crawling across the bottom of your screen. It's a lot to look at, but we're starting to see some rivers, these ones pictured here, approaching the action stage, which is the very first stage of flooding, very low end flooding. Areas like the Red River near Wahpeton and in Fargo, the Buffalo River near Dilworth and Sabin, Maple River near Mapleton and Enderlin, the Abercrombie River, the Wild Rice River near Abercrombie, just to name a few. As for the Red River at Fargo, this morning we're approaching that action stage, that very beginnings of flood stage. We're at 16.91 feet as of 4:15 this morning, and our forecast to rise to about 28 feet, which is in the moderate flood stage through the week and into next weekend. You can find a lot more of these graphs and current river levels at our website. Click on the weather tab and we've got all the river levels listed there. As for this week, we're looking at a first alert weather day for tomorrow. The rest of today looking quiet into the morning. However, this afternoon we start to see that snow and mixed showers develop. The better chance for some perhaps widespread snow in Minnesota, accumulating to several inches by the time it moves out by Wednesday morning. We could see between 1 and 4 inches. The better chance for heavier snow is going to be off to the west, and we could see some decent moisture with that as well. Good news, it's not really looking to impact our flood outlook. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s through the rest of the week.
Yeah, but watch out for that snow rain mix we could possibly get tomorrow, though,
Yeah,
Summer.
some slick conditions.
All right, thank you.
Time now is 6:57. Police are investigating shots fired in a South Fargo neighborhood over the weekend. They say they got calls around 3 yesterday morning from people in the 50 block of 12th Street South.
Officers found one vehicle that had been hit with bullets. There's no reports of anyone hurt, and police have not yet made any arrests. A South Dakota man is expected to be charged this week for the kidnapping of a woman from her mother's home. 35-year-old Ryan DeGroat is accused of abducting that woman Friday night in Brown County, South Dakota. Police used cell phone triangulation to find the suspect's car at a rest stop near Edgeley, North Dakota.
The woman was taken to the Jamestown Hospital and treated for injuries sustained in the incident. DeGroat is in jail for kidnapping and felony as restraint and terrorizing. There's a big repair bill for one Fargo property owner. Damage is estimated at $60,000 from a fire destroyed a 3-stall garage on the city's south side. It happened around 7:30 yesterday morning at the 7th Avenue and 11th Street South.
Fire crews found smoke and flames coming from that building, but they were able to keep the fire from spreading to nearby buildings. There's no word yet on the cause of that fire. Fire has displaced one person from their apartment in Grand Forks. That call came in yesterday afternoon from the 400 block of 11th Street North, where fire crews put out a fire in a first-floor unit. No one was hurt, and we have not yet heard on a cause. An Air Force veteran from Moorhead is packing up for a trip to Ukraine to help the military there in its fight against Russia. Mark Lindquist is joining the 1st Foreign Legion to be formed in 80 years.
He submitted an application to the Ukrainian Territorial Defense and he's awaiting the interview process. Lindquist says that this is an open-ended commitment and he doesn't know when he'll be back. In this consumer alert this morning, the FDA is recalling Jergens skin moisturizer because it contains a harmful bacteria. It involves 3 and 10-ounce bottles of the Jergens Ultra Healing Moisturizer. Now, bottles may be contaminated with bacteria that could cause infections in people with weakened immune systems.
The bottles have a code on the back or the bottom of the bottle that starts with the letter ZU. The manufacturer is pulling products from warehouses and asking stores to pull the products from shelves. NDSU is hosting a drive-through food donation today to benefit the Great Plains Food Bank. You can help by dropping off non-perishables from 4 to 7 in the evening in the south parking lot of the Sanford Health Athletic Complex on campus.
The food drive is part of the annual competition among Summit League members institutions supporting food pantries in their local communities.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. We have more live up-to-the-minute news and weather for you coming up right now on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a great Monday.